Hey guys, it's me. So I wanted to film a short video on how I became vegan. It's probably going to be a mini series of veganism, zero waste, and minimalism. So I figured the first video in each of them should be kind of how I got attracted to veganism, or the others like veganism, zero waste, and minimalism, and kind of go from there and add to those categories. So I became vegan about 5 years ago through a friend at school. She was vegan and we were working on a project together, and she kind of had to explain to me what veganism was, and right off the bat I knew I wanted to be vegan. I always felt like I really cared about animals, and I was confronted with, now why am I eating them, or eating their byproducts, or wearing their skin, or contributing to the murder and mistreatment of animals. And so yeah, I just knew I wanted to be vegan. I didn't need to watch those videos. They are too gruesome for me. I can't take it. If I know what's going on and I don't agree with it, and I'll take a stand on it, but I don't need to rewatch it all the time. I can't handle it. It weighs a lot on me. So yeah, I never had to watch those factory farming videos. Once I learned what factory farming was, I just knew it was bad. I didn't need to see it to be convinced. So I think that yeah, I just didn't need to watch it. I don't want to watch it still. And yeah, so being vegan, definitely made some mistakes in the beginning, and if you're interested in becoming vegan or you want to try out the vegan lifestyle, I definitely would say that if you make some mistakes in the beginning, that it's okay, but you're never going to attain your goals if you don't keep trying to attain your goals. So if you make a mistake, don't let it kick you off your path. Definitely just keep trying, because the more you try, the easier it gets, and one day you won't even think about it. I don't even think about it anymore. It's just my lifestyle. So one day you will be vegan for 5 years and you won't have to think about it when you go into a grocery store. You'll just know what you can and cannot get. Another thing that really helped me was an app called Is It Vegan? You can look up products or scan their barcodes, and it will tell you if it's vegan, and if it's not vegan, excuse me, it will tell you why and what products in it aren't vegan. And there's a lot of weird things. If you are looking into becoming vegan, a lot of vitamins that can be animal derived or plant-based derived, or a lot of products that can be like a lot of processed ingredients have these things. And yeah, so sometimes it's really hard to figure out which one is which, if it's plant or animal derived. So this app would tell you if it's plant or animal derived, and it would tell you the names of things if they weren't vegan. So it was definitely a helpful thing with the learning curve of all those words that you can't pronounce on the back of all your processed food. It definitely helped me learn which words meant what things, and if it was vegan or if it wasn't vegan, because that's the hardest thing I think in the beginning, was learning all these words, and then you feel how are you even eating these things to begin with, because they're so processed and they're so bad for you. But that's a whole nother thing, and it's really hard to cut out so many things and make so many changes at once. So for me, it was just easier to eat pastas and stuff, even though they were really processed, and vegetables. I would just go to the farmer's market, and then I did eat kind of a lot, not really, of processed vegan meats and tofu. I ate more tofu than anything. I've always liked tofu, but I try to stay away from those. I eat them if I go out to a restaurant sometimes, but I don't really like to buy them, because I just feel at this point it kind of makes me even feel weird about eating fake meat, because I don't want to eat meat at all. But I don't think that it's wrong if you do eat them. That's my personal thing. It just kind of trips me out mentally. But yeah, they're a really good source to have, especially during a transition when you're craving those things, or you're thinking that you want those things. Having a vegan alternative is definitely helpful, and I would definitely suggest getting it if it's going to help you reach your end goal. Yeah, so being vegan for me has been a great experience. It's definitely made me feel a lot healthier mentally and physically. It's definitely helped me with a lot of problems with PCOS and endometriosis. So those are some selfish things, I guess you could say, if you consider caring about your health selfish, which I think everybody should do. So I don't necessarily consider it selfish, but I did want it to happen, and I was very much so hoping that it would happen, and it did. Being vegan within the first year has definitely helped me not pass out so much from blood loss, which I know is gross, and if any guys are watching this, sorry, it happens, just facts of life, okay? And it's definitely helped me minimize the amount of hormones I needed to take and minimize a lot of the medicines and a lot of the surgeries I was having to have every year. Being vegan has definitely helped me minimize surgeries, which is like the biggest thing for me. I was having to have a surgery almost every year for my endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome, and I have gone about 2 years now without a surgery, so that is awesome. That's like the longest I've been without a surgery, and it makes me feel really good to know that even if it's like mind over matter, that I have helped out probably hundreds of thousands of animals by not eating their byproducts or them in 5 years, and I also have helped myself and have also helped the environment by not needing all these like toxic products that I was needing because of syndromes that I was born with. So I want to feel good and I want to make sure my body is good, and being vegan has helped both of those things. And also hundreds of animals. So it's all around been a great thing for me. And if you're thinking about trying it out, I definitely suggest going vegan or trying to be vegan, because the more you try, the better and easier it gets. And yeah, so if you would like to be vegan, I highly suggest it. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can email me or hit the contact button or follow my blog and send me a message any way that you want to contact me. You probably can find it in the box below. I link my blog and my Instagram there all the time, and my blog content has a lot of things to do with veganism, zero waste, and minimalism as well, and a lot of interviews with other passionate people who are living like they give a shit and trying really hard. I think that's something that I really like to do, is just focus on the positive. It helps me deal with the negative so much in life. So that's why I started my blog, that's why I started this YouTube, and yeah, so that's why the interview section kind of doesn't really focus so much on people who are vegan necessarily, or zero waste, or minimalist. It just focuses on people who are trying to make the world better around them in different ways. So if you're interested in any of that, click the blog link below in the box below, and if you would give this video a like and hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you'll get a notification on my next video, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you next time.